Long ago, in a quiet coastal village, lived a poor fisherman named Garin. Each day, he rose before dawn, rowed his rickety boat into the sea, and cast his nets. His hands were rough from years of work, but his pockets were always light. He had a small hut, a faithful dog, and enough food to last a day at a time. One morning, as the mist still clung to the water, Garin cast his net and felt a sudden, violent pull. The boat rocked, and his eyes widened. With great effort, he hauled the net back and gasped. Caught in the tangled mesh was a fish, unlike any he'd ever seen. Its scales shimmered like molten gold, and its eyes glowed with intelligence. The golden fish spoke in a calm, musical voice. "Kind fisherman," it said, "spare me, and I will grant you a wish." Garin was stunned. He had heard old tales of magical creatures, but never believed them. Still, the fish was speaking, and he wasn't about to ignore such an offer. "A wish, you say?" he asked, his mind already racing. "I want a full basket of silver coins, enough to feed me for months." "As you wish," the fish said. In an instant, the bottom of Garin's boat was filled with gleaming silver. The fish flicked its tail. "Now, let me go." But Garin hesitated. "You said a wish. Just one?" "Yes," the fish replied. "That was the promise." Garin frowned. "But I caught you. Maybe if I keep you, I'll get more." The fish's golden glow dimmed slightly. "You will not find happiness in holding me captive." But Garin ignored it. He took the fish home, placing it in a large barrel filled with seawater. Each day, he made a new demand. "I want a bigger house," he ordered the next morning. Reluctantly, the fish granted it. The next day, Garin demanded fine clothes, then gold, then land. With each wish, his fortune grew. The villagers watched in amazement, but Garin became secretive and suspicious. He built tall fences and hired guards. No one was allowed near the fish. But something changed. The fish's scales began to dull, and it grew weak. Its voice trembled when it spoke, and each wish seemed slower, heavier. One day, Garin shouted, "I want a castle, a real one with towers and servants." The fish looked up, eyes dim and tired. "I have given you more than I should. I warned you greed never ends well." Garin snapped. "You don't decide when I've had enough. You're mine." Suddenly, a storm rolled in from the sea. Black clouds gathered above his mansion, winds howled, and lightning cracked the sky. The fish's body began to glow bright, then blinding. A final pulse of golden light filled the room. Then silence. The barrel was empty. The fish was gone. And so was everything else. The house crumbled into dust. The gold coins scattered into pebbles. The land turned to sand. Garin stood alone on the barren shore where his hut once stood. He ran to the sea, crying out, "Come back! I didn't mean it! I'll set you free!" But the waves only answered with their endless roar. From that day on, Garin wandered the beach, fishing with his old net, hoping for one more chance. But the sea had moved on. The golden fish was never seen again. And Garin, once the richest man in the village, lived out his days poorer than he had begun rich, only in the lesson he had learned too late. Moral of story is that greed never satisfies, it only takes more.